Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and it's time. It's time to play Seablock. In the previous episode we built this awesome, really awesome and huge power plant that should be giving us a lot of power. It's not really working now. It is not really working now, at least not yet. But we can switch everything to rely on this power plant, right? I believe we can. How would we do that? I probably want to cut it in half, maybe. Let's think. So how should we do it? Let's say we will be using this power poles. They're like regular ones. So I'm gonna be using these ones. So I'm taking them and we'll bring the stuff to the left and from here also to the left. And we really need to remove all these connections. I don't know how to properly do that, but right now, when you have whenever I'm pasting the connections here, it just doesn't look good. They're everything is blowing up. It's not fun. It is not fun. It wasn't the problem before, actually. It wasn't the problem before. Something changed, and I updated the mods, and I don't remember anymore what exactly was the reason. Okay, let's see. So we can give this part. Well, how should we do it? We could establish a connection right here, like this, but then it would blow up, most likely, because have too much power generated here. So let's cut the power here and here. So we're cutting the power. Let's double check. We can actually... Oh, that is not great. Why do we have these connections? Let's remove them. I don't want this one and I don't want this one. So let's see now. This part has only less than 300. This one has less than 300. Good. So this thing should never blow up. Good. Now let's add a couple of these things. How should we do this? Let's say 1, 2, and maybe here a third one. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. And we will, of course, remove the connections to these power poles. Nice. So now the power is traveling right here. And we should take it from there. Let's do this. Okay, 1, 2. Well, I guess like that. It's okay. We'll have connection here and here. And I would like to remove those. Good. Now, what should we do next? So, I think the idea here is we'll be waiting for the research to happen, and this part will be producing lots and lots of uranium. Now, the question is, how do we get more green uranium? Oh, we don't care about it. Okay, I remember now. We don't care about green uranium because we'll be using this process. We need uranium-235 only here, only temporary. And we basically need... Okay, let's see. So, 2 uranium-235 gives us 1 plutonium, and we need to get 40 plutonium. So it's... we need to spend 80 uranium-235. And we already have enough. We already had... how many? Like 130 or something? let's connect the stuff. Okay, connection here. No, not like that. Connection there. Oh, this doesn't work. Let's do it like this in this case. Okay, so we are sending some power here to feed this to feed the wood production. We can remove that. Nice. So we switched this block to rely on that power line. Good. Now we'd like to switch this block to do pretty much the same thing. 1, 2. We basically did that, right? We can delete this one. Next, I believe I wanted to switch this tree. Let's do that. So this is the input. This is one output. This is another output, and this is third output. Okay, good. Now we need to remove this 3 transformers. One transformer gone. Here, the second one. Where is it? Here. The second one is gone. And I also would like to delete the third one. Right there. Third one is gone. So from now on, we should have this part powered properly. And it's actually using, wow, 220. I cannot believe it. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. And they're using 220 megawatts. Maybe I should have... Oh... No, it's okay. For the moment, for a moment I was like worried that I made a mistake, that I connected things from this side, even though we have only half of the plant working. However, this steam that we have in here, it's supposed to be actually be able to travel here. So it shouldn't really be a problem. For example, here the steam is full. Here the steam, you see, it's like going down. So the total amount of steam that we have is actually going down. 5 point. It's basically almost gone. Right? What is the condition for the steam that we had? 1000. Let's take a look. It's almost there. And then once it reaches 1000, we should have inserters placing stuff. Yes, they place the stuff. And now it's getting, like, it's heating up. Okay, good. This is working. This is working exactly as we wanted to, by the way. Exactly. The timer should be ticking. And at some point we should get another set of fuel sent in there. Okay, now the question. Did we break important stuff or not? Yes, we broke the circuits. Plastic and wood. So plastic, it's like, it's not a lot of power being used. This one, not a lot of power being used. Here. Green circuits. 64. That's a lot of power. And this stuff, 16. That's not a lot. So green circuits are using a lot, like really a lot. And looks like we are out of power because, well, I don't actually know. Why is that the case? A bit confused. Everything is gone from there. C is equal 1. Well, they are working now, so maybe just the time is not going that fast. You know what? I feel like I could improve this a little bit. Let's say we'll be asking for 2. We're asking for 2 here to here. We'll be asking for 2 at a time. And we'll remove this timer to make it like half as much. Let's say this much. Because we really want to make sure that the power is always kind of delivered over there. Right? Let's see. Right, and this half of the plant is basically not really doing anything. We could add some lights here, but I'm not sure, should we? Let's add a couple of lights. Just so that it looks a little bit nicer. Okay. Now, plutonium synthesis. What exactly are we missing for that? We are missing blue signs. Missing blue signs probably because of red sockets. Oh, we're actually producing blue signs. How many blue sockets or red sockets do we have? We have 92. That is... well, that's nothing. We don't have them basically. And here the amount is 1000. We are missing... I don't even know how exactly we are missing here. Like maybe 2000? Something like that. Okay. Let's go here. And let's take a look at what exactly is happening with the biters. So we have the biters getting delivered. Well, not the biters, the raw crystal shards getting delivered. I think I'd like to move this spot, this block, in the future. Probably. I'd like to have it moved over there. Or at the very least I want to have 2 other blocks built right there. Let's say here, and we could have a power plant covering basically this area. Maybe. So, to achieve that, I will need to landfill this spot. So let's focus on landfill now. Okay, maybe I should actually do it here. Yep. That would be better. We were also trying to do something on this side. Let's resume. Because, yeah, we gotta clear the area of the biters once in a while. Well, not biters, the worms. This spot. Can we do something here? Well, we kinda can. But we could do something like this. Okay. Here we'll also paste the thing. Oh, wait, it's wrong way. This is the right way. And here. I feel like whatever I did here, it wasn't done correctly. Let's paste it again, like that. And we really want to shoot at that thing. Like this, good. So we're expanding over here, and we're expanding over here now. Great. What do we need to do? Like, what can we do in order to improve our situation with blue circuits? We need a blue circuit production requires 5 advanced circuits per second, meaning that in a minute we want to have 300, right? And here we are producing Well, we're supposed to be producing 650 per minute, but what are we using it on? What are we spending it on? And why it's not working right now? What's the issue? What's the issue here? I don't understand. Very strange. I'm a bit confused. What's the problem now? It's the timer, right? No. Right. Timer is there. This thing. Oh. Alright. By changing, by asking for more things. Oh, I see. I basically broke that part. I basically broke this. Because now that we're asking for 2 of each, the condition here is supposed to be 8. But the thing is, can we really trust the robots to bring exactly 2 and not more? Should we say something greater? We call them 8? Maybe that would be better. Okay. This is back to working. How much fuel we have? It almost like we don't have that much fuel, to be honest. That is bad. But shouldn't we get like another uranium 234? Because that would be quite useful now. This part, at least the power here is in a good shape. So we are not experiencing issues with the power over there. Right, let's clear this area from the biters. Maybe like that. Okay. And let's proceed with landfilling of this area. Okay, now, why, like, where is the line of the rubber port? It's over there, so we'll need to add rubber port. We'll place it here, it will clear everything over there. This part will be clearing the other side, like over there. We can do that, or like mostly do that. This stuff. Should we do something about it? Yes, I believe we should. We should clear this part. Okay, this is gone, gone, gone. All of that is gone. This thing is not exactly in the greatest state. But at the same time, what can we really do here? Well, I guess we could do something like that, and then we'll place it and just clear this whole thing from the biters. Probably. Over here, we would like to... You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking that having artillery is really, really good. What would it take us to get it? Artillery. This one. What do we need? We need a weapons testing kit, which we do not really have at the moment. But we could craft it, I think, somehow. Like, it should be possible for us to produce some of that. And then we'll have artillery, and we shouldn't really be doing that anymore. Because the range here is huge. The range is 224. Yes, I'd like that. We need 30,000 of Bloody Weapons Testing Kit. testing it. Okay, I don't see it here. Do we have it here? We have 2.4 thousand. Let's do the following thing. Let's say that we are producing military science. We'll be doing it right here. We'll be using robots for that. So we want this thing. We want this thing. This thing. I don't even particularly care about ratios at this point. I just want the stuff to be done, you know, and to give us some amount of where is charcoal? Not charcoal, carbon. Carbon. We do have some carbon, that's good. I have no idea. Oh, it's probably coming from here. So this thing is working now, and it should be able to produce, you know, some amount of military science. Let's do it like this. Let's speed this all up a little bit so that they're a little bit faster. A weapons testing thing here. Oh. Interesting. That's quite interesting actually. Let's do it like this. 2 slots. This one. 1, 2, 3. Will be outputting things in 3 slots here. Like that. Wait, it's the same thing. 3 slots. And here, 2 slots. Is this working now? Oh, this one requires 2 slots as well. Okay, so this part is working, this one is working, this thing will be working. Everything is working. Let's recopy those with faster assembling machine speed. And now the question, who is consuming this stuff? We need to process this thing, and we need to process that thing, I believe. We use faster bots here for that. Okay. Something is happening. We are producing iron, and that iron is getting delivered somewhere. That's good. Copper, hopefully will also be delivered somewhere, yes. It is being sent over there. Good. That's really good. So we have military science now. It's not, you know, the fastest military science, far from it, but it's working, and we got it really quickly. And now I believe everything, all of that will be delivered here. Yep, exactly. So we'll have it at some point, and once we have it, we can switch our focus to that one. Now, the problem right now is that this thing doesn't have red circuits. Well, can you just request more red circuits? How do we do that? Let's go to red circuits and let's just send them somewhere. And we'll check where exactly they're going. So, this part. It's not that. This part. 1.2 thousandths. Let's say threshold is 10. Actually, we need to set it lower. We need to send it like to 5. There's the train, here's the train, and the train is going to blue circuits. Exactly, blue signs, exactly how we want it. I forgot already what did we have here? 50 maybe? Okay, and this part is waiting for what? It's waiting for substrates. Oh no! That's why our red circuits broke. Because when I moved this thing in the previous episode, I forgot to set up delivery of iron ore. Okay, that I can understand. It might also be a good idea, maybe, to upgrade this line and that line. Just so that they are, you know, consuming things a tiny bit faster. Let's observe. So now everything is correct except for the content of this requested chest. And here is the fuel. It's coming. Good. So with that, we should basically have plutonium synthesis ready in no time. The actual synthesis, it works. Let's take a look. So if you look for plutonium, this thing, we can produce it from this recipe. No. No. Yes, from this recipe. And this just requires a centrifuge. The centrifuge tool that we have. And this one also requires this one also requires centrifuge tool that we also have. So what we can do the following. We can say that so this is the second one. And the other one is the first one. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's go to our favorite nuclear build. Well, the only one that we have. We don't have more nuclear builds. We will place the thing should do it. Place one thing here, another one there. Could actually connect them. Maybe like that. And now we'll do the following. Well, we'll wait for first of all a little bit. We'll have to wait for them to be delivered, and then we'll add inserter like input output, and here it's also like input output. Right, and I would also like to place things in a provider chest somewhere. Let's say here and here. I will be providing two things, and I will be providing uranium-238, and I will be providing plutonium. Right. With filter inserters like this. These are provider chests, yes. Or we could just make this warehouse as a provider, like for it to become a provider, but it's okay. We'll keep it like this for now. Let's see. This part will just work. We just need okay, interesting. So I'd like to have this process set up, and I would like to do something with used up cells, but we can maybe use out later. Let's copy this thing for now. Right, we'll do it like that. This part will be limited to 1 stack. This will also be limited to 1 stack. We don't need more. And now it's waiting. We are just waiting. This will be requester. This will be provider. Like that. Fast stack. Good. Right. Now, the idea is that we'll have a connection between them. And this will be working if the amount of this stuff is greater than, let's say, 1000, then it will be placing them in here. Good. This thing will be working if the amount of platinum is greater than, let's say, well, we don't need exactly 100. Let's say 100. If we have more than 100 of platinum, then it will be taking platinum and placing it in there. This thing, we have to process here. This process, the enrichment process, well, this process, the one that consumes uranium 235, is gonna run non-stop. So this process, let's say it's uranium 235 consumption, and the other one is plutonium thing, and we want it to run the plutonium one while the amount of plutonium is less than, let's say, 500. If it's less than 500, we just want it to run. And this thing, we'll need to put a limit here at some point, but I'm not quite sure how to do that. We could maybe something like this, and then we'll connect stuff. We'll tell that this should work while the amount of uranium is less than, I don't know, 100,000? I'm not sure whether it's a good number. No, 100,000 is too much, because it's one warehouse. It has 768 slots, and the storage size is 100. So let's say we are doing it until we reach like 50,000. We're pretty close to that, by the way, but we don't really need anything here. We just want for the uranium, for plutonium synthesis, sorry, to finish the research, to finish getting research, and once that happens, everything will be great there. Now, what could we do? We can actually do the following. We can say that our research, can we give it prod modules? Oh wait, this don't take prod modules? No prod modules, wow. That's a bit sad, and we are out of blue science again. It was enough for like 9% something. Let's go to blue science and let's double check what exactly is happening with it now. Where is it? It's right here. It's probably short on red sockets again. Yes, we don't have red sockets, and red sockets, they are not even produced because we do not have this thing. This thing, well, it seems to be working. It's just not working very well. Maybe if we had something like this, it will be better. I don't know. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff that we added. Blue circuits, where are we placing them? Placing them here. Do we want to improve anything here? I'd like to do the following. I would like to place, like, to fill them completely with prod modules, because this stuff is super expensive, and it's not really running anyway. So if you are slowing it down by a lot, it shouldn't really be a problem. Oh, what's happening here? We actually reached 10,000. We reached 10,000. Wow. Anyway, we have right now lots of prod modules here, so this should stop being like such a huge sink of resources. So we'll see. I mean, it will still be using up lots of resources, just not gonna be a huge problem. from now. And that's bad when your house has like exactly 0 stuff. Why is that the case? Because we are not sending this thing. Let's just send them. Let's say 10 stacks. Go for it. And then we'll switch it to 15 dozens. Okay. It is happening. Yep. Nice. All of these are working, except for the very last one. It can be fixed actually. It's a problem with copper here. So, what happened exactly with substrates? Did it help or not? So, whatever we did. Oh, wow. Okay, it wasn't running for a while. In the past, we used to be at like 1000. Now we're at 1.1. Well, no, we used to be at 1.1. Now we're, I think, at 900 after we added product modules. So we lost a little bit of kind of speed, you could say, but we gained a little bit of resource efficiency, which is probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing. I want to place product modules pretty much everywhere. It will kind of break the builds that I'm that I'm using right now, but let's pretend that it's gonna be fine. Okay, where is it? Where is our train? We're supposed to receive a train coming here. It should come any moment now. Okay, while all of this is happening, let's just think a little bit. We have this process. We are supposed to be getting crystals. We are not getting crystals now because we don't have enough meat. So the answer, like the solution is obvious, isn't it? Let's produce more meat. Right? How can we produce more meat? We'll just blueprint this thing like that. And we'll basically just paste it. We'll paste it right over here. Oh, it's not working that well. Let's. Oh, can I do that? Where is our blueprint? Where is the blueprint? Oh, this one, right. And I forgot to bring the tiles. Of course I forgot. Cannot build here because of the two thingies. Where is the blueprint? This one, right? Let's say we are removing offshore pumps. The gun. Say blueprint. And we'll try again. We'll take it and we'll place it right there. Look at that, it worked. Now I just need to figure out where exactly to place offshore pumps. I don't know. Maybe here. This seems to be like a pretty good spot for an offshore pump. And another one was where? So this is one. And the second one, okay, the second one is right here. Let's add this one as well. It's right here, I believe, right? And that is it. With this, we should have quite a bit of... what is this part, by the way? I think it's here just for this rubber part, to be honest. I think that's what it's doing. Oh no. No, wait. It's getting blown up. Oh, that's bad. Removing. Yeah, adding a proper connection here. this part. What's happening here? Here everything is looking fine. Here, this is not fine. We gotta get these things, and now we gotta go here and change this a little bit. We'd like to have this connection going like that. Let's look at this again. Here we don't have any extra connections, here we don't have them. And all of this stuff should be built really slowly. It will take a while for this to be placed, but it's okay. It is okay. Now, we have 2000. Let's send this, let's say 5 stacks. Good enough. Because we want production of blue signs as soon as possible. This part. This one, I want to be using a different recipe actually. Okay. Have a different recipe here. This thing, I'm assuming, is limited to 1 stack. This part. I think we already did everything here. Right. One thing that I'd like to change. I would like to... or not. Take a look. So this part requires a lot of plutonium, but it has to be stored. I wanted to limit the intake of plutonium, but now I don't actually want to do that, because this thing doesn't require any plutonium, so this process can take all the plutonium that it needs. To just take in all of this. Pick one of them, I guess the first one, right? Will be taking all the plutonium that it needs. Right. No, not the plutonium. This one will be the one that is processing uranium-235, and the other one will be the one processing plutonium. This thing will want to build mixed oxide fuel cell. This thing will be producing it here. Should request from buffer chests. Let's try not to do that yet. Okay, look at that. It's working. Now we need lead plate. Where is it? They should be coming here from somewhere. I don't even know. Probably from here. But you know, if that's the case, let's say we're interested in like a full stack of those. We might actually be also interested in like this many of those. 38, 20. I mean, it's taken a while to get these things. It's okay. Okay, so we have this part working. We will be accumulating quite a bit of this, of uranium-234 in the future, because we will not actually be using them unless we find some way to use all of this. We can actually remove the limit, because that's like the only use of uranium-234, as we checked in the past. Let's double check. Right, that's the only use of uranium-234, so we cannot really do anything except for building this fuel cells. That means that we actually need to have some way of using them, and I'm not sure how, what exactly to do. Should I have some prioritization process, or maybe I should just have one power plant that will have this special prioritization of these things, and it better be somewhere really close, because if you place this power plant far. I mean, placing it far is also fine, but if it's close, then the robots will be able to deliver things really quickly. Actually, this thing, we don't need this block, do we? We are not using this one. Okay, I know, have a plan. Like that. We'll have a power block right here. Powering these three things. Just because we can do that. And the thing with this layout that we have, we do not have to... We actually... Yes, we do not have to make it smaller. We can always copy paste this. We don't even have to remove the connection. So we removed the power connection between these like two sides. We don't even have to do that. We could just have all of them connected all the time. I mean, we could split them and keep it like that, but we also don't have to do it because the power poles, they blow up only if the actual usage here goes up too much. It's not about the capacity of power production, it's about the actual usage. Wait, but then I think this is wrong. Okay, let me go back there. Because I increased the thing from 4 reactors to 8 reactors, but now that I'm looking at that, it doesn't really change anything because... where is it? Here it is. Because the idea was to solve the issue when the reactors are on the way. Let's say we'll just do it like this. We'll assume that when these reactors are getting stuff, then they have equal amount of fuel inside. So that's basically what we'll be assuming here. Nice. Now, where did this train go? Train? Want to catch you? No. Want to catch you? Cannot click. Oh, I did it. No, it's going... Why is it going there? No way. I wanted it to go to blue science. Oh, but it went already, right? Yes, yes. Okay, good. That's good. We already had lots of problems. We'll have to change a little bit all of these designs. I probably start with circuits, maybe not with green circuits because I kind of like the process, and maybe not with red ones. I mean, red circuits are... No, let's do like this. We are not going to adjust these things. In the worst case, we'll just copy it. Or we could maybe beacon some things, because I believe I actually changed the speed here a little bit so that the negative effect of prod modules is cancelled by like speed modules inside. So this block is good now. It's actually nice. What we can do, we can build some other block, but for that I'd like to have higher tiers of these modules. And to have higher tiers of the modules, what I need to have this stuff. I need to have more space to build 2 very similar blocks. They will be quite a bit smaller, but the idea will be pretty much the same. Just slightly different process here. And I don't know, I'll try to use exactly the same layout if I could. We'll have to see. This thing could even be made a little bit faster, now that I think about it. Interesting. So we are overproducing green and blue ones because we have huge usage of the red ones. However, once we have a high load of another one used, for example, blue one, right? Where are we using blue one? Is this one using it? Something is around there. Like, what exactly is the problem? Why it's not being built? Oh. Wait. What's the problem with speed module production? I thought it was working. It used to be working in the past. What happened? What happened with speed modules? So this thing is looking fine. This one, why is this red? Oh, we need advanced circuits, and this is the lowest priority. Okay, I get it now. Because I placed like -2 priority here. I'm actually not sure about that because we need more speed modules than prod modules. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to convince myself that it's indeed okay. And this part also needs red circuits. Yes, this... no. It does have red circuits. What is needing red circuits right now? Inventory. Stations. No. Inventory. Advanced circuits. We're requesting 92,000 of those. So we basically need lots and lots of advanced circuits. And for some reason we're also requesting speed modules. I think... oh, look at that. It happened. It happened while we are trying to use the thing. Let's get... I mean, this cannot be a wrong choice, right? This got to be the right choice. Or processing. Or processor 3, pillar press. Yep, we'll take those. Let's go to our uranium block. In the other corner of the base. And this thing is doing that. No. This thing is consuming uranium. Exactly. Go for it. Do it. Consume all uranium-235. Awesome. This thing, on the other hand, is doing something different. It is... running this process. That's what we want. Oh, look at that. And we have our first plutonium. So this thing will be running basically forever. It will be just consuming all light, well, not light, but specifically uranium-235 from here. This thing will be consuming uranium-234, putting it in a box, and we will not really be using it yet. This stuff will be producing uranium, this stuff will be producing uranium, oh sorry, not uranium, plutonium, and this one will be producing plutonium fuel cells that we'll be using for the power. And with that, I think we have the power solved. We might need to scale it a little bit in the future, but it shouldn't really be difficult, right? We're basically using exactly the same thing, just setting like a line of this, or a couple of lines of this centrifuges, or, you know, in the worst case, just like surrounding them with beacons, or... I mean, there are lots of options, right, that we could follow. Look at that, we already have 5, 6. We basically have plutonium power. We basically have plutonium power. And... yeah. We have plutonium. We have first plutonium, how is this called actually? Plutonium nucleosynthesis. Plutonium nucleosynthesis. Let me take a note. Plutonium nucleosynthesis. Wow. Okay. Good. That's gonna be the name of the episode. You guessed it correctly. Okay, we did it. So we have really good production of plutonium now. It's working pretty quickly because we have 80% speed module kind of bonus here. So instead of taking, like this process normally takes 1 minute, it's taken like 35 seconds or something along those lines. Okay, good. And yeah, right. And another thing that we did in this episode, we actually started using this reactor. The reactor is really lacking fuel, and that. Oh, that is really bad. Look at that. This is really bad. So it's lacking fuel because we ran out of uranium-234. But it's okay. We did it just in time to get plutonium thing going. Now it will run. It will we'll start producing the MOX cells, and they will get delivered there, and we'll have all our power issues gone. Good. Let's move here. Let's stop the episode here. Thanks everyone for watching. This was episode 182, where we set up plutonium nucleosynthesis. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Cheers!